Hello, Vivek.
Hi, Ashish.
Yeah. So, welcome to the show, Vivek. Today we are discussing a very pertinent topic. A lot of people want to restart their real estate business because real estate is an industry that has been consistently growing and is set to grow for the next 15-20 years also. So, before we start this show about starting a real estate business, we would love to our audience to know more bit about you. So, let's be brief because and tell us about your journey. How did you enter real estate industry and what inspired you to build Regrob?
Yeah, thank you, Ashish. It's a long story. It's a journey of almost 14 years plus. I started this business almost 14 years before. And if we talk about my journey starting a Regrob, I started with one mobile phone. There was nothing with no training, no resource, no lead, no networking, no mentorship, zero knowledge about the industry. So what one with what single mobile phone I started this business. So even now what we are discussing how to start a real estate business, 14 years back I typed on the Google basically how to start a real estate business, but nothing come out. I mean, there was no information, no knowledge, no guide was there. So everything was trial and error at that time. Everything was a trial and error. So I'll tell you one very interesting, very small story. Uh, 14 years before, so I reached out to one top developer of Noida, and I said to him that I want to start real estate. And I came out from corporate, so I thought things work like that in that manner only. But it is basically about all highly unorganized at that time. Well, like a Lala company, and I told him that I want to sell your real estate, and the I waited for 5 6 hour to meet him, so vice president of that company. So after 5 6 hour when I met him, so he told me, get me 5 6 bookings of real estate, then I'll then we will discuss. So that kind of environment, that there was no support, no nothing was there. Very tough situation. And I mean, then second challenge was generating a lead. That was a at that time only Google was there. So and offline marketing, or there was a method of SMS, bulk SMS. We used to send a message, 1 lakh message, and two lead came.
Mhm.
And I think I did booking after 4 5 months, 1 BHK that also got cancelled. So that was the journey and everything. So now we are building in a very organized manner a Regrob, and so now we are working with almost 400 plus developer, 100 plus franchisee partner all over India, working in more than 15 cities, and everything is very organized manner. We are working currently. And what inspired me to enter into this real estate business is uh, I when I was a child, so I used to see my father was an engineer, so I used to see a lot of real estate people come to my home, and I see them very. They're coming in flashy car. I mean, luxurious car. They hold a real estate. I have met a lot of people who are into buying, trading, into real estate. They are filthy guys. So that inspired me to for a wealth creation. Very frank on that. The first part was a wealth creation that inspired me to enter into especially real estate industry. And I mean, blessing of all my mentors and all my people and all employees of my organization, who we have reached up to this level where we are now operating in 15 cities. So that is all about my journey.
Mhm. Great journey, Vivek, and you told about your journey to everybody. That's good. Let's understand our first thing. Every successful business starts with a vision. So, if a person is looking to start real estate business, what questions he should ask himself? Tell us about that. What kind of vision he should have? He or
So
she.
every
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think this is a perfect question because whenever we want to start a business, we really jump to an industry. So instead of directly jump into industry, we should ask few questions ourselves. Are we ready actually to become an entrepreneur? So that is very important. Maybe just by seeing others, we want to become real estate entrepreneur. It should not be there. You should have a clear mindset that I want to become a real estate. Second thing, whether I will do a part time or full time, because there are a lot of people who do part time also. But will you able to manage part time or not? That is very important in this industry. And what is your expectations like in terms of do you have a support system? Like I told you, I learned everything by trial and error, but do you have a support system for everything, which we'll discuss later also? To run a business, do you have a sufficient funds to run a business? What is your vision? What is your business goal? Are you looking a wealth creation? Are you looking a freedom? So this type of question you should ask always before starting any business, not only real estate. Obviously, real estate has another challenges we will discuss over the time here. But these are very important questions.
Yes. So some data I would add here to add to the glitter of real estate industry is India's real estate market is projected to reach 1 trillion USD by 2030, and this data comes from CREDAI. Second thing, Indian real estate contributes almost 7.3% to India's GDP, next only to agriculture. And it will continue to grow 10-12% CAGR till 2027. People are saying, but it will continue to grow like this at least till 2035. We have just started the bull run. So this kind of data real estate has, which will motivate any entrepreneur to start in real estate.
And we are the second largest employee generation in
Yes,
history.
yes, yes.
Yes.
So, coming to the second micro topic, if someone is completely new to the industry, what is the first thing they should understand about the real estate market?
Ashish, this is very important question because I have gone through this journey. So what happened? The real estate is divided generally into two categories. One is a primary market and secondary market. So we need to understand these two market very clearly because newcomer they get confused. And they'll end up in doing everything, and they don't. At the end, they don't get anything. So primary market are generally basically a developer property which is available in first sale, so like the new launches, maybe even ready to move in also, but it is a first time for sale by a developer builder, so that is called the
Yes.
primary market.
Private market.
And the resale and renting, leasing, all is called secondary market, which is ready to move in. Renting, you have heard, leasing of buildings. So these two things are very important part of market. So we have to choose in which market we will work. So I tell my personally, when I started, I did everything, and I'll end up in doing nothing, because I'll tell you the advantages of also primary and disadvantage of secondary. So our strategy, our 80% focus is on the primary, and I'll tell you what is the reason why we don't work so much on secondary market. So our 20% focus is on secondary market. So we have a split of 80-20%. So what happened in, I'll tell you the challenges about the secondary market. First thing, it is not a uniform. So you, first thing, you have to get an inventory. You have, means we generally use this word inventory. You will find inventory means your flat or a plot, whatever. So you have to find the seller first. You have to find the seller first. So seller might be, you have to do a lot of cold calls, and through all jugaads you have to get the seller. Then you reach out to the seller, will you able, do you want to sell the flat, or do you want to give it on the rent? So that is one of the biggest challenge, getting an inventory. And then again, you have to bring a client for that. So here nothing is uniform. So so that is one of the challenge. So in both, and so this type of transaction takes a lot of time, maybe 6 month, 7 month, 1 year. So we have done couple of transactions in secondary market, but we find it very difficult, very difficult. So we stop focusing on secondary market. We start focusing on the primary market. Primary market is much very easy. So what happens, you go and do a tie up with developer. So developer have a uniform inventory. So what they say, they have a 300 flats. Out of 300 flats are available to sale, and 2 BHK 100 flat, 3 BHK 100 flat, 4 BHK 100 flat. So client get a uniform inventory. So when they come to developer office, so they have all the option at one place. 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK. And second, uh, you get a support from the developer. So developer team helps you to real estate consultant in terms of explaining project and everything. So these are the advantages of the primary market. And even the potential of earning is also very high in primary market, which we discuss later. And secondary, it's quite broken industry as of now. And so that's what we always prefer to say, enter into primary market. So when you are starting a real estate brokerage business, so you should always focus on primary market. You can do that in secondary market if you can build something around that.
Okay. And wait, tell me why your company Regrob focuses 80% on primary and only 20% on secondary.
So, Ashish, I told you the all the reasons the why we have focused on the primary market, like uniform inventory, high earning opportunity, and much highly organized, and secondary is highly unorganized. So that these are the reasons we focus 80% on the primary.
Okay. So let us discuss our third topic. What are the legal, if somebody starts to thinks to start his real estate business, what are the legal registrations one has to complete starting selling, before
Yeah.
starting to sell first property?
So, Ashish, first thing we have decided a primary market. Now we have chosen primary or secondary. Now we have decided. Second step is a very very important. Is a company registration. People take it granted, but in current environment, you should not take it granted. You should always register your company. And I'll tell you, you can register as you will find and read it. People will say very lightly on this part. Uh, just go and register a company, whatever you want it. It should not be like that, whatever you want it. It is to be sole proprietorship, partnership, or private limited. So you need to understand all the challenges. Like private limited has lot of audits, lot of they incur a cost over the year. Sole proprietorship means every uh, all money which will come, it will go to your account, and you will be responsible for everything. So you need to understand in deep about before starting a company, partnership firm, or a private limited. And then you have to take the GST registration, which is very very important, because now you have to pay GST on every transaction which is happening. You are earning a money from a builder, and it shows you are completely legal compliant company. And third is RERA registration. RERA registration is very very important
Mm.
in real estate industry. People think that RERA is required only for developer. No, it is not. Like, RERA is also required for real estate agent, and for every state you need a different RERA. So it is. So I'll tell you example. Suppose if you are operating in Karnataka, Bangalore, so RERA registration cost is 2.5 lakh. Might be it got changed or something, but we paid as a Regrob, because we have a RERA for all the state, mostly for all the
Mhm.
state. So we
Mhm.
paid 2.5 lakh rupees for RERA, and it took almost 89 years. Sorry, 8 9 months to get RERA, and so to get a RERA, you need a GST certificate, you need a company registration. You have to pay the fees. Some states are taking exams, like in Maharashtra, they are taking exams. In UP, you have to complete the course. So every state has a different kind of RERA. So you can go on the RERA website, and real estate agent, you can search on that. Uh, so suppose you have and you got a RERA in Karnataka, and you want to sell a property of Hyderabad, you can't do it because you don't have a RERA for Hyderabad, which is Telangana. So you need a separate RERA, and it is very very tedious process. Getting a RERA is a very tedious
Yes,
process. It's not.
definitely.
I mean, still when we go for renewal, it is full of so compliances. So when we applied for RERA in Karnataka, it took 9 months. Why? Because we were operating from the co-working space that time. So
Mhm.
if anyone is listening from the Bangalore, they know the World Trade Center office
Yes,
uh,
yes.
behind Orion Mall. So there's a Regus Business Center. We took a office there. So we submit the document of co-working space. So and it got rejected. RERA rejected because they didn't understand co-working. They want, and we submitted our head office is in Noida, so we submitted a GST of Noida, and then there were certain reasons it got rejected. So we visited more than, I think, 20 times to RERA office to understand. We convinced them co-working is also office where we can operate. So these are the small challenges. So you need to thoroughly go through that RERA compliances and have to submit document, and then you get an approval. Because what happen if you don't have RERA, developer will not work with you, because RERA, it is mandatory. It is mandatory for a developer also. If this guy doesn't have a RERA, you can't enroll them as a channel partner to sell your project. So it is one of the requirement. And one thing which I have done mistake, I don't want my audience to do if they want to start a real estate business. So what happened? I took a RERA on my sole proprietorship initially. So what happened over the time? I started a private limited company. So now I want money from the developer, my brokerage in private limited. So he told me I can't give you in private limited because your RERA is in the name of sole proprietor. So why I have told you, if you're planning to start a company, you should always decide from the day one that RERA I'll take in this company. So that, because again if you make a private limited company, then you have to 2.5 lakh, and the same process, then you have to take GST. So this is very important aspect. So everything is interlinked here. So getting RERA registration, company, GST. So
Yes.
you will save your money. I wasted around 3.5 lakh rupees when I made a private limited company, and then I have to take another RERA. So this is very important, and it's create a good, when you say talk to your customer and say I'm a RERA certified agent, then it makes a sense. It gives a build trust to your customer also. And never do a mistake, start doing a booking without RERA, because if something goes wrong, you will be culprit for under 40 420, because you have not taken a license to run this business.
Yes. It seems very simple that anybody can start a real estate business, but when someone does it professionally, he gets to know that there are a lot of legal things which actually ensures trust and credibility in overall the system. And a real estate consultant should go through all these legal things. Now, now we have talked about legal. Let us discuss how important it is to choose the right market and right developer to work with. Because there are thousands of projects in every city.
Yes.
How should a new real estate entrepreneur decide at which market he should start working and which developer he should start working? Because they are the like partners in the business.
So obviously, they are the, I mean, developer. See, you don't own any product in this business, and obviously you are selling developer product, so they are at the top. And so this is very exhaustive exercise. It is not one day exercise. Finding a right market and developer. So for as a Regrob, we have a very exclusive team who keep on doing this exercise, finding a right market and developer when any new franchisee on board with us, actually. So we help them in finding the right market and developer through our research team, and we keep on doing research on this thing. But I can give you some tips on that, some how to find the right market and developer. So first thing which is very important, always work with a RERA certified developer, because so that you have to make a list of the RERA certified developer. Second, what you can see, you can pick a top three brands. Just start doing working with them, because there are top three brands are there. Like suppose if I talk about the Bangalore market, we operate all over India, but I'm talking this Bangalore market. So if you Bangalore, like you have a Prestige, you have a Provident Purvankara. So these are this kind of developer you can start working. I mean, they are highly organized. There are other builders are also. I'm just keeping an example. Top five builder you can pick. So they have full process. And that is very important thing. And second, if you are a new, you should start with a small ticket size flats, plots. apartment. We should not directly jump to 3, 4, 5 crore of properties, because you are at the initial stage. So you need you don't have a background training, anything in terms of sales or anything. So this second thing, you can pick it out. And find third is the right market. So like Bangalore, if let's take an example of Delhi NCR also. So what I did, I started working in Gurgaon also. I started working in Noida also. I started working in Delhi also. Real estate is not like that, because so the client calls you in the Gurgaon and I'm in Noida, so it's next to impossible to reach within 1 hour to there for a site visit and all that. So you have to identify, focus on one thing, which is very important. Focus on one micro market. We call it micro market. Work with one or two, three developers, known developers, and low ticket size in compared to market, because it is more sellable in the market. So this kind of strategy you can use at the initial level, and over the time you will come to know the right market. It should not be like that, like by industry, in Bangalore somebody says that go and work on the airport road, it is very sellable just because the airport is there. It should not be like that. You need to do the research first, meet a developer, meet a realtors, understand the market. And with my strategy which I have told you, then you can come with the right market and developer.
Yes. Choosing the right market and right developer is very important for smooth operations. So we have talked about very important factors which anybody can utilize and choose the right market and the right developer. Now we come to a very important part of revenue generation. How a real estate consultant can make money, because that is the bottom line. He has done the legal thing, he has done a lot of things. How he can make money? Let us discuss that.
Yeah, so Ashish, this is very core part of any business, and revenue generation basically, developer pays you brokerage basically. So when you do the sale, so I'm just taking an example of South India. So in South India, generally brokerage starts from 3%. Generally starts from 3%. So suppose if you are doing a transaction of 5 crore, so 3% will be 15 lakh rupees. 15 lakhs of brokerage. So when the client pays 20%, you can generate your invoice and builder will pay you 15 lakh rupees. You can have a brokerage. So uh, 5 crore, 10 crore, that will keep on increasing depending upon your lead generation, sales, and everything. So that is one of our revenue. And over the time, what happened, it is not 3%, it can go to 5, 6% also, depend upon your commitment, number of flat you want to sell. And so that is the revenue generation part of the real estate sales.
So, friends who are looking to start real estate business, property sale is not the only commission you get. You get from home loan distribution also. You get from insurance also. You get from interior designer also. We at Regrob have tied up with lot of interior designer and we refer our customers to them. And our franchisee partners have made lot of money from interior design also. We have a wing where we do leasing also and resale also. So lot of different mm, revenue streams you have.
Yeah, Ashish, you rightly said about the loan also. About the loan, home loan is very important. The customer who is coming for buying a real estate, they will buy they'll take a home loan. So we become a one-stop solution for them. So like Regrob, we have a tie-up with all the banks, NBFCs. You talk
Yes.
about SB, SBI, SDFC, and all that. So here they have two models. One is a connector, and second is a this DSA model. In connector, they give you 40 paisa, and in connector, it goes from 70 paisa to 1.5%. We have a connector model because DSA model is quite target based and a lot of paperwork are involved. So even if you are, suppose, in a year, 20 crore is a total bank disbursal if you are able to do home loan, if you are able to arrange for a client. and very little. If you multiply by 40 paisa, 0.4%, so 8 lakh rupees of brokerage is
Yes,
coming.
it's a good income. Yes.
Good income. Even if your client is not taking a property from you, but you can have a loan also, facilitate with them.
Yes. So Vivek, we have talked about revenue thing also, and it feels very nice that when you have lot of revenue streams, at least some revenue streams will continue to grow with you.
Yes.
And if we keep growing all the revenue streams, we will have a stable, what we call a stable business of real estate consultancy. So,
Yes.
friends, it is very important to keep in mind that you should open more revenue lines so that your income is always stable and cash flow is good. Cash flow is God, some people say, in a business, and it takes care of that. So let us deep dive into what other things a real estate consultant has to do. A real estate consultant has to do lead generation because without clients, there is no business anywhere. So if someone start today, how he should go to his first 100 leads or consistent supply of leads. So Vivek, tell us about the lead generation part of real estate business.
Yeah. Ashish, what happened? Lead generation is like you're digging from ocean.
Mhm.
It's so vast. Earlier, it was like only on Google was there. Searches, Google search, done. And I mean, Meta and Facebook was at early stage,
Yes.
and but over the time, what happened? New platform has come. There a lot of platform has come. YouTube has come. YouTube has become the second largest search engine now, and then we have a platform uh, like Medium, Quora. We sold 100 crore plus properties, and through Quora and Medium, these are the new platforms, and then we have a Pinterest, and now with the AI evolution, now things are moving to Chat GPT,
Yes.
and it is becoming a very difficult part of this industry. So you need to be have a very very good team. Like if we talk about, we have more than 60 people in digital, and we have a special team for the YouTube. We have I personally take care of two platform like Quora and Medium, and these are the platforms. And so you need to be master of all the platform. If you want to do 360-degree marketing, so you can outsource it also. You can in-house, you can develop, but I would suggest in-house, because generating lead, if you go through ad, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees per ad, per click, they cost it. So if somebody is starting initially, so I would suggest them what they can do it. They take a one project, and they start recording videos of that properties in a different manner through YouTube. So initially, for 30, 40, 50 customer, you can get through YouTube. But recording and editing is also very tedious job. Well, it's not like old days. And editing has to be done in good manner. You need a one guy who can edit that video, upload properly with the right keywords. But if you are planning to start, you can start with a YouTube. That hack I can give you, and then over the time, you can evolve all other platforms also. For our team franchisee partners, so when they on board with us, so this is the biggest solution we give it to them. Like lead generation, you don't need to worry, we will provide you the lead, fixed number of lead per month. So so these YouTube and Instagram, you can start with these things, and I mean, it's the smallest simplest way to do the lead generation.
I believe that's my personal take. It's not easy to do SEO and AEO. So if you
Yes.
are starting professionally, you should hire an agency who will do it for you. You can have in Regrob franchisee model, one doesn't have to do it. But if you are starting professionally, always matlab, try to hire a good agency who can do all these things for you. Because again, going through this motion of learning and executing is a big thing.
But Ashish, agency will charge you a lot. It,
Yes,
it
they
will
will charge. They will
costing
charge.
you very,
They
very high.
they will charge. Yes, charge is there.
Hmm.
Uh, Definitely. But they will do at least some work because
You can
otherwise
do
it will
it, but
become
over the
difficult.
time, you try to build in-house. You can
Yes.
outsource to agency, and then you can learn everything over the years.
Yes.
Like, I think I'm per day I'm learning any new thing from the 14 years.
Mhm. Because the competition online is also growing very fast now.
Yes.
So lot of time we see leads have come, but people lose it because they are not able to follow properly. Their team is not able to follow properly. They are not able to tag the leads to the right project, and that your CRM is not prompting you. So in that way, CRM is very important. So tell us, Vivek, can CRM actually make that much difference?
Yeah, see, CRM is very important. Customer relationship management software. If somebody optimize and use it genuinely, it helps you a lot. So there are some functionalities which you can use. Like sometimes we are also human. We forget that after 3 days we have to call that customer. Now the CRM has come, they will call you, they will call on your behalf to that customer, or they can give you a reminder to customer that you have a visit on third day, and even they will give you a reminder you have to call your customer. That is one of the functionalities. Suppose any new project come, so you can send a mass WhatsApp to everybody through CRM. This is the second you can send a mass email through the CRM. uh, and it is basically you are managing a database, and you can check how many times call has been done on this particular lead. So you can just download the data, or you can see on the screen, oh, I have done only 2 times on this lead and he's not picking, at least you should call 15 times. So these are the functionalities: automation, site visit, follow up. So CRM take care about everything. And you can have an in-house CRM also, or you can take third party CRM. Depends upon your uh, capability and your, like, what, how you want to go ahead.
So friends, we have seen that how important it is to generate a lead and how difficult it becomes to generate lot of leads consistently. CRM helps you in managing that so that you never lose a lead. You can improve your follow-ups and conversion. You can build a strong relationship with your clients, and you can take data-driven decisions that for which project more leads have come. Out of those leads, how many site visits have taken place, from which source those leads came.
Yes.
Finally, it helps you in more sales. More sales mean more growth.
Yeah.
So let us move to the some other. When you are going through all the exercise, it is also very important to network inside your business. Our real estate franchisee partners get a lot of opportunity to network because we have got a lot of ecosystem going for us. But when you are starting alone, you have to do it yourself. You need to make a strong network so that you can learn and create more opportunities. So Vivek, tell us, why should a person should join associations or
Yeah.
clubs which are there for real estate consultants?
So we have an association. All every city has a different association. So especially in India, we have association. CREDAI is for developer basically, and NAR is for realtors basically. And then you will find a local realtor association in every state, three or four. So what is an advantage of this being a part of this association? First is that first you will get industry knowledge from because somebody is working in other micro market, and you're working in other micro market, so you get good knowledge that the developer is coming with new project here there, so you can also go and work with them. And second, what happens, suppose you are working in Noida, and by chance you got a requirement from Gurgaon. The client want in Gurgaon, and you don't have an access to that Gurgaon market, but through realtor association you can reach out to Gurgaon real estate consultant and say that my client has a requirement in Gurgaon in this area. And we have done like this one, and then he will help you in closing the deal, finding a right developer from the Gurgaon. So, and then you can share a brokerage between you, and so that is an advantage. So, like in our system, we are also part of associations, but we have a huge franchisee partner network within our system. So, I think we have seen couple of transactions. I'll tell you about the one transaction. Our Lucknow franchisee partner closed the deal in Bangalore. So what happened? He got some lead for Lucknow. They bought a property in Lucknow, but they want one property in Bangalore in particular area. So my Lucknow franchisee partner reached me out, our central team, and our central team connect him to the Bangalore partner. In Bangalore also we have a lot of franchisee, so he connect to the Bangalore partner, and then our Bangalore franchisee partner is uh, discussed with the client, and the deal got closed, and then revenue got shared. And these are the advantages. Even I'll tell you what, uh, I had a one deal of 50 crore, and which I want to I got a mandate, that they want to buy a property. But I did all my research, everything I worked out, but I could not able to. I had given him a lot of deals, but could not able to convert. Client didn't like it. What happened? I floated in my real estate groups, in my real estate association. I posted on LinkedIn. A lot of broker reached me out, and then that deal got closed. And because I got a deal from another real estate consultant, which my client liked a lot, and that's how. So these are the advantages you get through this real estate association. So always join a local real estate association in your city.
Very important to network, learn with fellow professionals because in real estate it is very people intensive business. You get to work around people and you can close deals faster with them. One very important thing is because developers, you are selling developers material, you are selling developers inventories. So it is very important that to see developers as your biggest business partners. How to build better relationship with them. Yes, Vivek, tell us.
So Ashish, biggest mistake what people do, that when they start a real estate business, they start working with all the developers, and you don't have a bandwidth. So I would always suggest to work with two, three developer at a time, so that you can work closely with them. So when they see that you are working exclusively closely with them, you are bringing more site visit, you are bringing more client. So that helps you in maintaining a relationship. So suppose if you have a client, and you are you have a five client, and you are sending to 20 developers to that client. So it will, first thing, you're not able to close it, this 20 developers. But if you work with two or three developers, this client will visit two three developers, you will have a very good relationship, because the more client are visiting the same developer, so client will see that you are doing a hard work. So that helps you in building a relationship, good
Yes.
relationship, because
Yes.
everybody likes that people work for me. And those who are working more for me, they give some advantage to you. So that's how you can build a relationship with the developer. And so you get a lot of advantages out of that when you build a relationship. So when any new project come, they give you the first advantage. And so you go in the market, and you tell it first to your client, or through digital marketing you are able to acquire customer. No other real estate consultant has that kind of knowledge. If you're working more with a client, he'll offer you more commission. I'm talking about three, maybe he'll give you 5% commission if you sell more flat with him, with consistency and exclusiveness. So sometimes you get exclusive inventory, but it is not at early stage. I mean, 5 6 7 year, like we get sometimes 20 30 flat exclusive with us to sell plots and flats. So these are the advantages also you get uh, with a developer, if you make a good relationship with the developer.
Yes. So you can make a good relationship with builders by being ethical and being transparent with builders. If you can deliver genuine buyers and
Yes,
give the buyers the right product, it will be an easy journey with you. Regular communication with builder is very important. You should go there and sit at the site, learn most of the things about the site. A very good person who is a very good consultant told me that you will be able to really do good sale when you will know more than builders people about a
yes,
project. You can do
yes.
by consistently being there. So that is very important. Thanks, Vivek. Thanks for this thing. Now let us go for the next micro topics. You do a lot of mistakes when you start a business. And if you can have some mentors, they can teach you a lot of things so that you can learn from it. So, so Vivek, tell us how to get mentored by industry leaders.
Because when I started, I didn't have any mentor, so I learned everything by trial and error. So there are something which you can do it. I'm just giving an example. If you want to get an industry mentor, what you can do go and do a job in real estate company so that you can network with this kind of people. Because no, don't take advice from the non-real estate. Mentor means who have succeed in this business, real estate business. So through that you can have a
So, friends,
network.
if you have good mentors, you will get industry insights, upcoming opportunities. At Regrob, we consistently do mentorship sessions with top consultants to our franchisees. It is very important. If you are alone, you should try to find good mentors for you who have done it.
So like for our, we have a exclusive franchisee success academy where we have
Yes.
appoint a mentor to our franchisees.
So, Vivek, what is the final success formula of succeeding as a real estate entrepreneur?
So, so these are the few points which we have discussed in the past. Uh, so what I'll just giving you by an example by Regrob. So what when any new entrepreneur join as a franchisee partner, so we help them in understanding the market, complete market, which market, micro market they should work, and we help them in setting up a complete business. We appoint a mentor to them through our franchisee success academy. We help them in choosing a right developer uh, and high ticket brokerage side project and which project he can sell, and we provide them crm, so everything, ongoing support, training on ground, everything we provide them. So these are the factors is very important if anybody is starting a real estate business, and these are the things.
So, success formula of real estate consultancy is not like a cruising. It is a mix up of lot of things. You need to set up your business. You need to understand your market. You need mentors. Choose the right market and developer. Generate revenue consistently, because without generating revenue, nothing is as important as generating revenue. You should generate quality leads. CRM, you should have good one, and you should build, grow, scale, repeat, means you should consistently follow these things so that you make lot of money, lot of success for you and your family. So, Vik, what is the job as a real estate entrepreneur? If somebody who is coming from a job background, they want to see each and everything as very crystal clear. So, what is your job as a real estate entrepreneur? As you are the CEO of your business, what one has to do consistently, day in, day out?
See, when you are in job, basically, so you have a marketing, HR, everything ready made available for you. But when you come out of the job, and what is your responsibility in a real estate entrepreneur? So you think that my job is only to do the sales? No, your job is not to do the sales only. I think starting an office till generating a lead, even if you have outsourced to lead your agency, but if you don't have knowledge of that. That digital knowledge, digital marketing, all the platforms, there is a big failure because even if you hire a team, if you don't know about them, then your output will be very different. So you should learn all aspect which I have told you in that. So that is your job as a you have to keep finding the right developer. It is not a one time job, it's a continuous job. Like it is not one time that you have done a tie up and it is done, and you have to keep maintaining relationship with other developer. The reason is that because suppose you are not working with third party developer and you don't have a relationship, but they come out with some very good project which is very high in demand, so and that time you don't have access to that developer, you will lose your client. And this happened with me. So now we have a, now even if we don't work with every developer, but still we keep on maintaining a relationship with
Yes,
every
that's
developer.
important. Yes.
And then you have to take care about the groundwork also. So when the client is calling, you have to pick the call, you have to revert them, and site visit, the closer, everything you have to do, everything, closing a deal, arranging a home loan for them, picking up paper, getting it signed, agreement, everything you have to do on your own. And then you have to keep learning every time something new come. Now with the as AI has come, I think every day is a learning. Earlier what you used to learn works for 5 years. The moment we used to say that what I learned in my MBA worked for 10 years, actually worked for 10 years. Now the moment you come out of your college, uh, it is it is of no use now. What you have learned 1 month, after 1 month it is of no use. So every minute is a learning, so you have to adapt. Because in Regrob we have seen all the phases. I think when loading a website was very high thing. Now with AI evolve, with corona, demonetization, so it is external environment also affect your business. Everything, each and everything point which I have mentioned, you have to take care about everything.
Yes, Vivek. Job years and real estate entrepreneur is to have the successful mindset. We have given solve lot of problems, consistently evolve, and daily focus area is connect, reach out to new people, follow up with the leads, give solutions to your customers, learn and review. Keep doing it, and I believe you will be a very successful real estate consultant. So, Vivek, we have discussed what at Regrob you provide so that all these things can be automated for a uh, new person who is starting the real estate consultancy business.
So, Ashish, if somebody want to start and join hand with us, Regrob, as a franchisee partner, so we have a legacy of 14 years and 100 plus partner. We have made people successful also. So, first thing, you get a very big pool of developers, 400 plus developer access immediately. And even if you don't have tie up, it will take because the moment we reach out to developer, they say that, oh, you have come from Regrob, let's do the tie up and start doing. So first thing, you will get everything plug and play. We call it plug and play. And you don't need to create anything. Already proven business model we have
Yes.
seen success, proven business model. So everything you get on one plate. So like when you go to co-working space, you start your laptop and start working. You don't need to arrange for everything. We have done everything. And so developer access you get. You don't need to worry about the lead generation. All fixed number of lead till your agreement. We provide you the lead of that particular. You don't need to hunt the right developer. I've told you we know which developer is going to be sell, which is a good micro market in that city. We will help you in that training, offline and online training. So our team will go to your city. They will train you. They'll meet the developer, how to talk to the developer, what to talk, how to talk to a client. All groundwork they will teach you, and we will invite you to our corporate office. You can meet our digital team, you can meet our CRM team, every team. Here we will give you the training, and it is a continuous training. It is not like one time task. We have our own CRM. You can use our own CRM. And we have a brand of legacy of 14 years. So you get a very immediate access, and obviously mentorship is there. What we have learned in the 14 years, we will give you in very short time. So these are the advantages we are giving to our franchisee partner who want to start business.
Thanks, Vivek. So at Regrob, we say you focus on your clients only, and we take care of the rest. We take care of the builder tie-ups, we take care of the builder relationship, CRM, marketing, mentorship, trust, brand, quality, credibility, legal things, accounting things, billing. We take care of each and everything. You just focus on your client. So that is the Regrob blueprint. That is how we have grown. Your success, the people who want to become real estate entrepreneurs, your success is our mission. So you can, if you want to do it yourself, a lot of templates are there. You can start it. Or if you want to do it with us, you can call us. We will try to give you all the services which are there. So thanks, Vivek. thanks a lot for this session where we have discussed how a person can start his business from scratch and scale up, or he can work with Regrob. So, Vic, what is one thing if a person wants to uh, take with him from this system, what it is about?
So, Ashish, I will tell you two things, not one thing. Two
Hmm.
things are very important here. One key important thing, don't take an advice who are from not real estate background. And
Yes.
even if you take an advice from real estate background, they have achieved success. I know you have a good environment, they are your well wisher, the people, but they don't have a background of real estate, and neither they have achieved a success. So because I've seen the failure, people see the failure if they get guided by wrong people. Second, when you are starting a business, or especially in real estate, think for a longer time. You say that I will work. When I said I will work for 40 years, 50 years. uh,
Yes.
it's a patience game, trust me, it's a patience game. Real estate is a patience game. I'll tell you, I did my deal after 4 or 5 months of which I told you, one
Yes.
BHK that also got cancelled. And I got demotivated what to do. But I meet developers, I meet the top brokerage houses. I told them this problem. They only told me one thing: have patience. And I kept patience. 6 7 months. I did a deal of 9 crore in 2012. 9 crore in 2012. If you imagine, that property is around 65 crore now. 9 crore.
Yes.
And the kind of money which I made there, that was the patience. I kept a patience. So you need to be have a patience. Don't be in hurry. Be in business for a longer time. When you wait for a 4 year to do your BTech degree, and another 2 year for master degree, and why are you not able to wait in your business? I mean, to do, it's not
Yes.
realistic everywhere. It's very important.
Correctly said. Correctly said. So thanks to all the participants for seeing it. And our mission is very simple. Your success is our mission. We grow when you grow. So thanks. And we'll meet again in some other discussing some other aspects of business. So thanks, Vivek. Thanks for clarifying a lot of doubts. Thank you all.
Thank you.